community members about what they're excited for with the new game.
As well as devs, and asking them what we can expect. And here at 2K TV, we bring together the NBA 2K community.
Are setting tonight with the white and taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Collins.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the center. And for the Hawks, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Collins is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Young in at the point. Brown, good. Inching our way toward the end of the season here in the NBA, Doris, and just how much fatigue after all these games and all these months and practices and travel, how much fatigue are these players feeling, you think, right now?
Well, I think NBA players like to tell us, come March, come April, everybody has bumps and bruises. No one is 100%. What you're hoping to do as an NBA organization is manage the rest that you can possibly give to your guys down the stretch of the season. Because the healthier you are going into the postseason, the better off you're going to be.
Here is Hayward, following the basket by Trae Young. And here's Hayward. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
Young passes to Capella. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Pass to Hunter. He kicks it to Capella. Right side, Collins. Just 3 to shoot. Trying to find Capella. Gets it to him. With 1 on the clock, and the dunk by Capella.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Now, here's Tice. 20 points for him last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And we have to mention his rebounding. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. On its way from Young for 2, and too long on the shot.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down hard.
I'll tell you, allow an athlete like Jaylen Brown to get this close, it's going to be finished and finished strong.
And the Celtics last season mourning the passing of the great John Havlicek.
No, Greg, he spent his entire career with the Celtics. He won 8 titles along the way. He was known as one of the great competitors and a class individual. His legacy undoubtedly will live on.
Back to Tatum. The three-pointer is right on target.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
Here's Herter. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York. Pass to Young. And here is Capella. Clock at 6. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Tatum against Collins. Tatum's shot is off.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And a new group in for the Celtics. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. Here's Wanamaker. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Smart kicks to Kanter. Outside Williams. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
And now look at Jason Tatum. Since the All-Star break, he has been superb. 3rd in scoring, and he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And the only way you average top 3 in points if you have that scorer's mentality. He knows he's the go-to guy, and everyone else knows it as well. And the call will be against Brad Wanamaker. That's his first foul. Carter looking around. The pass to Reddish. Teague for 3. Hits it from three-point range.
And this is Jeff Teague's go-to shot. He's a deadly three-point shooter who never hesitates.
Williams passes to Wanamaker. 26 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And it's in there.
Way to create just enough separation to get that shot to go.
Well, to me, that's about skill overcoming size. And how about the fearlessness at the offensive end?
Carter passes it to Bembry. Dedmon kicks to Teague. A second chance effort. It's not going to go for him. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. You may not remember Vince Carter traded on draft night for his compliment.
So as I'm sitting back there, he's like, there's been a trade.
The 5th and 6th picks in the draft, both of them went on to great careers.
And draft day trades happen all the time, but being traded for your college teammate, pick apart, that's pretty unique.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And when you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what do you think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. They've got Enes Kanter, Tatum out there with Williams. Then it's Marcus Smart, and it's Wanamaker in at the point guard position. Now, here's Dedmon after Enes Kanter's miss. Here's Fernando. Pass to Bembry. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Kanter dishes to Tatum. Back to Kanter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. You hear this a lot, Doris. The great offense always beats great defense. I think that's true.
I do, Kevin. I think obviously a defender is usually in reactionary mode. It's the rare defender who is dictating to the offensive player what they want to happen. So imagine trying to impact LeBron James as he's playing in the open floor with a head of steam. Like, good luck with that.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Count it. Good.
And this is where Marcus Smart has gotten so much better at reading the defense. He sees an open lane and he attacks it.
Here's Bembry, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Teague, the pass to Dedmon. Over Kanter. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. It's Smart with the drive. There's the feed to Williams. Back to Smart. Rebound by the Hawks. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
Well, I mean, they lost their last matchup with this team, and foul trouble really plagued them throughout the game.
Nothing wrong with aggression as long as you're smart about picking your spots. And let's see if they can be a bit more disciplined this evening.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Then for the Celtics, Brown comes in for Enes Kanter. And it's Kemba Walker in for Marcus Smart. Now, here's Capella. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Wanamaker, the pass to Williams. Now here's Brown. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Kicks it to Hayward. From downtown, Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Herter. The shot misses. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Hayward can hit. The Hawks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. And the call will be against Brad Wanamaker. That'll be his second foul of the game. Vince Carter is checked in for Clint Capella. Daniel Tice is checked in for Boston. Williams comes in for Brad Wanamaker.
Yeah, just exceptional focus on these hard finishes. Young welcomes getting physical on the way up.
The Hawks shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Now here's Walker. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Williams scanning the floor. And Vince Carter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. 6 on the shot clock. Hayward kicks to Williams. Jacks up a 3.
And his struggles continue. Just still scoreless and just can't seem to take the lid off.
Now Young. He has 5. To the paint. And it's Carter missing.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Williams passes to Brown. 41 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Williams.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Back to Young. Down low, Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention, then takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
Hayward looking over the floor. Brown with it. Williams with a clean look. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Williams has got it all tied up now for the Celtics. Tie game in Atlanta. And now let's kick. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. Some good moments from both teams, but as the... And that's...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Without question, Jeff Teague displaying his skills today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Young and Herter make up the back. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5, patrolling the paint. That's the group starting the second half for Lloyd Pierce. Clock at 2. Young for 3. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Watch Walker.
Young against Walker. Tatum on the wing. Back to Walker for the lead. And again, Boston with the triple.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Here's Herter. He's covered by Brown. Outside Collins. It's Young on the wing, guarded by Tatum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Doris, when you watch the game now, bigs playing on the perimeter, who can really defend and hold their own outside the lane that you've seen?
Well, you think about a guy at the rim like Clint Capella, who is a great shot-blocking force. But in today's NBA, he's got to be able to guard the pick and roll, make the necessary switch. And because Capella has got great feet and because he can move laterally so quickly, he might be 6'10", 6'11", but he can get out and switch in the pick and roll. It is a thing of beauty to watch.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Bounce pass Young. Capella inside, defended by Tice. Just 5 to shoot. Young passes to Capella. Shoots from 8. Kicks it out to Collins. And the wide open shot from Reddish cans the shot from the wing. Reddish has got his first points in this one. Pass to Hayward. And the layup is good. Hayward's got the lead up to 4 now for the Celtics.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Young taking his time here. For the 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
The most lethal part of Young's game. His outside shot is often on the money.
Smart with the ball and guarded by Capella. Back to Smart. Now here's Hayward. Defense right on him. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Hunter kicks to Capella. Young outside. Inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Jason Tatum. Atlanta shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight for the Hawks. Carter comes in for Hunter. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Reddish. And then for Boston, Cantry checked in for Daniel Tice. Robert Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Brown. Here's Collins. Can't cash in from close range. And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Celtics. Nice shot by Smart. Smart's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Well, you know Marcus Smart understands how to use his body inside, and I just love how he goes right up with the shot.
What I love about Marcus Smart is every single trip up the floor, this guy is going to be in your grill, and it cannot be a pleasant experience to have this man guarding you.
Shot clock at 6. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Shot's good from Young.
An effective multi-dimensional scorer. Young is incredible at turning on the Jets when he's feeling it.
And that defensive pressure of Smart will wear you down, Doors, over the course of a game.
Kevin, it takes its toll because his combination of athleticism, strength, and motor makes him an absolute monster on the defensive end.
Now, here is Young. 12 points for him. Capella finds Young for the lead. Not going to go that time. And the Celtics going the other way now. Williams passes to Cannon. Back to Williams. To the wing right side. There's the dish to Smart. Here's Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Well, you have to admire how Smart is running this offense right now. He has a knack for spotting open teammates.
Huerter passes to Capella. Back to Huerter. Young outside. Sinks the triple. Young's got 10 points in the quarter. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Tatum on the wing. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Huerter. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Outside, Smart with the shot. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Atlanta Hawks. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We come back right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the court right now for the Celtics, Walker and Smart, the guards. Williams is out there with Tatum, and it's Cantor in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Smart finds Walker. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now, here's Teague. Dedmon trying to break free. Teague can't hit.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
And stolen by Williams. Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, I love seeing Cantor distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
Here's Bembry. Good work defensively by Smart. Boston leading by 3. Here's Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Here's Bembry following the bucket by the Celtics. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. And some changes here for the Celtics. Daniel Tice is checked in for Cantor. Hayward comes in for Williams. And it's Brown in for Smart. Shot clock at 3. Carter with a 3. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Celtics ball.
Boston's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Over in the corner, Brown. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. And it's a 7-point Boston lead.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Atlanta with the ball. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Young from outside.
And a struggle here to find a rhythm in the second half. The field goal percentage starting to tail off in a big way.
Hayward kicks to Brown. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Boy, you have got to appreciate how hard Jaylen Brown goes. Amazing how he gets defenders to foul him when he's going up with his shot.
And Brown drops them both. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Young in the corner. Back to Herter. And stolen by Hayward. Outside Tatum. Walker in the corner. Lays it up and banks it in. Walker's got the lead up to 11 now for the Celtics. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
I remember it very well.
Incredible.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they've played together as a unit over this last stretch.
Now Tatum after the missed three from Trae Young. Brown feeling out a bit. Tatum passes to Tice. Comes up empty down low. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They trail by 11.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Celtics.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other two.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And they cap off the season series with one more win. It's been nothing but W's, 4 straight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jaylen Brown.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
Young against Walker. Young inside. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
You know, improving on certain aspects of his game, it's crucial Young continues to knock down these tough interior shots.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
body fluid. And goaltender. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending.
I bet you're all wondering the same thing. What is NBA 2K21 all about, both current gen and next gen?
So we're going directly to the developers to ask.
Gameplay director Mike Wang joins us here on 2K TV. Mike, how are you?
Hey, it's great to see you guys.
How has development been staying at home during this tough period?
Welcome, everyone. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Powell.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Ibaka in at the 5 down low. And for the Celtics, Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the center position. And so it's the Raptors getting on the board first. 3 on the clock. Here's Walker with the 3. The rebound by Ibaka.
The Toronto Raptors are an elite defensive group. Reasons why they're long, they're smart, and they're experienced.
Now Tatum following the miss by Kyle Lowry from deep. Hayward on the wing. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee. Right side Tatum. Pass to Tice. And it's Toronto with the rebound. We talk about the defensive IQ, Smitty, for the Raptors. Where does that reveal itself?
For me, Kevin, their rotations. They are able to send help, double teams, and still recover and get out to shooters.
Here's Brown following the score by Serge Ibaka. Tatum against Siakam. Tatum kicks to Brown. Hayward looking over the floor. The Celtics need to get a shot off, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Pass to Ibaka. Back to Lowry. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Unafraid to challenge you inside, Lowry's a scoring threat on all 3 levels.
Here's Brown. No good. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way.
4 shots, 4 misses, and you can sense a certain frustration building.
Ibaka right side. VanVleet passes to Lowry. And Siakam throws it down.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Now, here's Brown. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. 6 to shoot. Walker the pass to Tice. The kick out to Tatum. Boston again missing. Raptors leading by 8. Here's Anunoby. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Players out there are either loved or hated by the fans. There's no in between, Smitty. But when you take a look at divisive players in the league, who pops into your head?
Draymond Green, Russell Westbrook, LeBron James. There's some people who love him, and there's some people that hate him.
Sure.
Joel Embiid is starting to creep into that conversation. Those are some of the guys some people love him and some people hate him.
Here is Ibaka following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Here's Siakam. Doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Tatum. Celtics trail by 8. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
And the pass to VanVleet. Back to Lowry. Toronto working the ball around now. Anunoby passes to Ibaka. And stolen by Hayward. Lowry against Walker. Hayward outside. 44 seconds left in the first quarter. The kick out to Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Siakam. Lowry passes to Van Vliet. And it's blocked by Brown. Here's Tice. And he jams it with authority.
This is the patience we talk about. Hayward waiting that extra half second. Finds the open man.
Outside Lowry. Passes to Siakam. Out to the wing. He dishes it to Ibaka. And that one is off. With 1 on the clock, that one no good. And that does it for the first quarter. And Serge Ibaka talked about his skill set, now a couple.
Bringing my defense toughness.
And really, Ibaka is a seasoned veteran now, a terrific role player known for his defense.
And Ibaka knows his role and plays it well.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about the Raptors here so far in this one?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter, they've got Marc Gasol. Powell is out there with Davis, and it's Boucher in at the 4. Now here's Tatum. He had a 30-point outing their last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And he wreaked havoc on defense with 4 steals for the game.
Now Powell, after Enes Kanter's three-pointer that didn't go. Powell dishes to Gasol. Pass to Boucher. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Davis. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Tatum.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics. Here's Wanamaker. He's guarded by Davis. Kanter trying to free himself up. Wanamaker misses. Toronto leading by 4. The shot by Powell, no good. Boston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And out of UCLA, Norman Powell, athletic 6'4" combo guard, said he modeled his game after Russell Westbrook.
And I can see why. He's gifted physically as well. A 6'11" wingspan, a 40-inch vertical leap. He's more of a 2-guard in my opinion, and he's off to a strong start in his young career.
And here are the Raptors now after Enes Kanter's miss.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
You have to give credit to the defenses protecting the rim, closing out hard. This one's been a grind.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Smart kicks to Williams. Pass to Kanter. Here's Wanamaker, defended by Gasol. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been terrific at turning turnovers into points. The Raptors in second.
You know, when you make a mistake against this team, they make you pay. I mean, because they convert those turnovers into fast break points, and that really can be demoralizing.
Here's Boucher. Williams with the block.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And just like his brother Powell, Marc Gasol active in humanitarian causes.
I mean, we saw him volunteering on rescue boats in the Mediterranean. Marc doing his part, but also bringing attention to that humanitarian crisis.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for Williams.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Hollis Jefferson. Oh!
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Williams inside. Here's Wanamaker. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Wanamaker's got his first 2 points of the night.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
Boucher passes to Hollis Jefferson. Drains it from beyond the arc. Hollis Jefferson's got the lead up to 11 now for Toronto.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please. That's terrible.
A moment now to see the numbers for Smart. He's right around 13 points a night, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Enes Kanter. Then for the Raptors, Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Gasol. Pascal Siakam comes in for Norman Powell, and it's Fred VanVleet in for Davis. And it's slammed in by Williams.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
Lowry against Walker. For 3. The shot by Lowry, no good. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. Down by 12. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And it's slammed in by Williams.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
There's the 3. Hayward grabs the board.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Shot's good by Walker.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. There's Hollis Jefferson, defended by Hayward. Siakam up top. Toronto working the ball around now. Ibaka, the pass to Siakam. It's good. Siakam's got his second basket.
These are the looks this offense is designed to generate. Siakam deadly close to the rim.
Left side Williams. There's Brown with the 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. Toronto came out looking very confident. A smoldering performance for them. And that's a...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Steve, when it comes to creating contact, which offensive moves can create the impression of a foul where the defensive player can do nothing about it?
I think ripping through the defender's arms is really tough for the defensive guy right now, Kevin. That's a hard move to defend if you're the defender.
Smitty, I think guys actually practice this, don't they? Ways they can kind of lure a defensive player in like that.
They do. They're strong enough now, and also they are, like you said, practicing that type of move.
Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half. So it's the Celtics now after the Raptors pick up 2.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Siakam passes to Lowry. Brown down low. Covered by Van Vliet. Brown, good.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Back to Walker. Shot clock at 6. He kicks to Brown. Tatum on the wing. Oh, good on the triple.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And stolen by Tatum. Brown right side. And slam dunk by Tatum.
An explosive player who has no problem finishing above the rim. Tatum does damage inside.
Now, here's Siakam. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. Siakam with it, guarded by Tatum. And Ibaka kicks to Anunoby. Just 4 to shoot. Ibaka, the pass to Lowry. It's hauled in by Brown.
And that's okay. Even though you missed, you had the right guy taking the shot.
And the Raptors took some heat for parting ways with reigning Coach of the Year, Dwayne Casey. But his successor, Nick Nurse, guided this franchise to an NBA title.
Tremendous.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Here's Smart. Great D that time from Davis.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Right side, Smart. Kicks it to Cantor. Releases. Boston, no good that time either.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Gasol passes to Lowry. He shoots again, and he lays it up and in. Gasol's got 5 points so far.
Marc Gasol does so many things. One of my favorite attributes, toughness and grit he brings to this team.
Here's Smart, and good that time.
Resourceful move there. That was not an easy one to convert.
Especially given the height disadvantage. I love the way he created space for his shot.
Gasol against Williams. Outside Gasol. Releases. That's good from Davis on the assist by Gasol. Davis has got his second bucket tonight.
I love that. You see the poise of Gasol running the offense to perfection.
Here's Wanamaker while recovering. Over in the corner, Williams. Smart on the wing. He's guarded by Davis. Nice ball movement by Boston. Offensive rebound. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Smart kicks to Williams. Tatum with it. Fouls there. Cantor. Rebound by the Raptors.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. Norman Powell is out there with Davis, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the small forward spot. The pass to Powell. Here's Boucher. He's guarded by Williams, and it's blocked. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And a new group in for the Celtics. Daniel Tice is checked in for Cantor. Gordon Hayward comes in for Jason Tatum. Brown is checked in for Smart. And it's Kemba Walker in for Brad Wanamaker. Then for the Raptors, Pascal Siakam comes in for Marc Gasol. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Davis.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Passes it to Powell. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. VanVleet looking around. The Raptors need to get a shot up. Snatched up. Here's Boucher, and it's blocked by Brown. Here's Hayward. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Hayward's got his first basket of the night. Pass to Boucher. Williams with the steal. It's Brown with the drive. In the corner, it's Hayward. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. To the middle. Got a piece of it.
And what you like about Siakam as a rim protector, the strong fundamentals, able to affect shots without fouling.
Boucher kicks to VanVleet. Pass to Powell. Down low. Out to the right wing. Traps in the tray. VanVleet's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Smitty, lately we're seeing more deep three-pointers than ever before. Think you could step out to that 35-foot mark?
Hey, Kevin, I can step out there, but the question is, could I make them at a high percentage? And that's what's so beautiful now. You're seeing these guys step out further and further, but their percentage is higher and higher than it would be from others in my area shooting 35-footers. This is fantastic, but I do not want to see a 4-point line.
The kick out to Walker. For 3, Hayward. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Powell, the pass to Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Aggressive move from Siakam, putting all that length and athleticism to work.
Here's Williams, and it's slammed in by Williams.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
The pass to Siakam. Here's Boucher. Rebound by Williams.
Huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
Inside, and Williams with the stuff.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Pass to Powell. To the wing on the left. Here's Boucher. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Boucher, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. He drops the first one, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And the Celtics making a change here. Tatum's checked in. Raptors also changing it up. Ibaka comes in for Norman Powell. And Anunoby subbed in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Right side to Walker, back to Brown. Walker in the corner. Some solid defense from Ibaka. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Raptors.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
This team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47. And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Pascal Siakam.
You know, he was flying around on both ends of the floor. Terrific energy and enthusiasm, and that rubbed off on his teammates. I thought he was a catalyst tonight.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
And really, Brown is very talented at nailing shots even while getting hit. What muscle this guy has.
And the Raptors with the ball. At one point, they led by 16. Johnson outside. Pass to Thomas. Puts up a 3, and it's blocked by Brown. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
Johnson, great pass to set up the lay-in.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. They came in here and took care.
upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending.
have you back on the show as always. But Mike, I know you can't give away everything, but the big question has been, is Next Gen just going to be the same game but 2.0? What can you tell us?
It's absolutely not, Alexis, and I think that's something that we're so excited about is that, we've actually taken the current gen version of the game and we split development between VC Novato and our studio in LA called VC South.
A sharp and confident-looking Raptors team coming down the tunnel earlier. It's getting late in the season. And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA?
For most teams in the NBA, success starts at the top. The challenge for owners, most of whom don't come from basketball background.
It sure can. All right, DA, thanks. With the playoffs around the corner, Brent, some teams already making vacation plans. Talk about the disappointment that those kinds of teams are feeling right now.
Yeah, you start the beginning of training camp with ideas of wanting to play into the postseason, and you know the realization of that goal is not going to be met. And what you want to do is remember your opportunity as a player, Kevin, to go out and still compete. You might not be back with the team that you're playing the end of the season with, the last 10 games. Maybe you're somewhere else. But there are teams, as we've always said, still watching you. And so don't ever get away from the idea of the competition as the season winds down.
They always say the eye in the sky doesn't lie. Everything is on tape, right?
I mean, yeah, and they are assessing how it is that you approach that, because you show your stripes when things are not going well. What kind of character do you have?
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the center position. And for Toronto, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. Ibaka the pass to Siakam. Collins with some nice D.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And the dunk by Capella.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And Ibaka kicks to Lowry. And there's the call on Kevin Herter. That's his first foul. And so just over a minute and a half played. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That's his first foul. Siakam up top. He's guarded by Collins. Ibaka, the pass to Anunoby. Clock at 4. Back to Ibaka. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by the Hawks. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played. Collins kicks to Young. Takes a 3. And it's Lowry with the rebound. Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
And even with the shift from Budenholzer to Pierce, the Hawks continue to rely on the 3 as much as any team.
No doubt about it. I think the front office still accentuating the fact that they want to find some floor spacers after that 19th pick in John Collins, a guy that can rim run and protect the middle. They wanted to go after as much shooting as they possibly could.
Collins against Siakam. Collins passes to Capella. Back to Collins. To the paint. Fade away. Tipped away.
And when he's this close, he's got to make it. The defense was pretty good, but just shouldn't miss that.
Siakam and Capella sends it back. Hunter the pass to Collins. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to Young. Lets it go from deep. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Passes it to Capella. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. One-on-one fast break. Here's Anunoby. And that one goes long. And the Hawks with possession. It's been 8 unanswered points for them. Last break. Here come the Raptors. Flushes it down to finish the break.
And you can't afford to lose Anunoby in transition. As soon as he has a step on you, it's over.
Herter passes to Capella. Over Ibaka. Capella with the bucket.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Van Vliet kicks to Ibaka. Pass to Anunoby. Now Lowry. To the inside. And there's Ibaka. That's good on the assist by Lowry.
And the lean frame of Ibaka, taking the punishment, but still converting the basket. Toughness.
There's 42 seconds left in the first. Capella dishes to Collins. From the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Collins has got 5.
John Collins continuing to show that he's willing to work on that three-point range.
Ibaka, the pass to Van Vliet. Ibaka looking for an opening. Down low, Siakam. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Herter passes to Capella. From about 16, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we reached the end of the first quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to trying to feed that, get out quick.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So the Raptors 5 right now. They've got Marc Gasol. Powell is out there with Davis, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3. Tries from the block. Bembry's shot good. Bembry's got his first points of the night. And the Raptors with the ball, trailing by 5. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Here's Gasol. And there's the rebound by Dedmon.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. Have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Carter outside. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Carter's got the lead up to 9 now for Atlanta.
That was like a morning paper for Jeff Teague. Makes a great read and swings the ball around for a clean look at the bucket.
Powell, the pass to Boucher. Back to Powell. Gasol inside. Dedmon's there. Just 5 on the clock. And again, no good by Toronto.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Reddish kicks to T. Replay angles are interesting, Brent. Instant feedback on social media. Talk about the increased pressure now on referees to get every call right.
So many times, Kevin, on nights where you're working games, you sit there for a minute and a minute and a half.
In super slow motion looking at the play.
And still sometimes hard to get it right.
Very hard.
What I think the league should think about doing with the competition committee is every team in the league should have 3 and 4 cameras that are mounted so that every time there's a replay at any given arena, they have access to the same angles.
For every game.
Every game. Where are most of the times these calls being missed? Where are these calls getting wrong? And how is it that we can implement some technology to help us not only get it right more often, which is the most important thing, but also fair and balanced vision for the referees to have an opportunity to do so.
What an excellent idea.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
Gasol passes to Boucher, and Gasol slams it in.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much elevation for Gasol to throw one down, of course, unless somebody's standing right in his way. That dunk is going to be easy money for him.
Back to Dedmon. Davis against T. And that one hits back iron.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Here's Boucher. T covering. Gasol passes to Boucher, and that one drops. And now just a three-point Atlanta lead.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Now the pass to Dedmon. Here's Bembry, defended by Gasol. Here's Bembry. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. Outside Lowry. Pass to Van Vliet. Left side of Ibaka. Passes it to Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Pass to Fernando. In the corner, it's Hunter. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Van Vliet. He's off on that one, and Atlanta will go the other way with it. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Young passes to Collins. And it's Young, that time on the assist by Collins.
The big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
And a wide open look for Siakam. He sinks the 11-footer. Siakam's got 4 this quarter.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players, Kevin, playing today can do.
That shot missing. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to a competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. They didn't stop fighting in the second quarter. And
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Pascal Siakam, guys, really making a difference here.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Yeah, avalanche warning in this one. He is just on a roll.
Checking out the group for Lloyd Pierce to start the second half. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with Collins, and it's Young in at the 1 spot. 4 on the clock. Here's Capella, and that's good off the glass that time. Capella's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Hawks. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And there's the pass to Van Vliet. Back to Siakam. And there's the call on John Collins. That's his first foul. So for the Hawks, Jones comes in for Clint Capella, and it's Carter in for Hunter. So it's Toronto now. It's a 5-point game. Siakam passes to Van Vliet. 5 on the clock. Toronto needs to get off a shot. They get it again. Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Pass to Collins. Dishes to Jones. Feeds to Young. This one for three. Hands it from downtown. Young's got his third bucket of the night.
Every single inch of his range on that one.
And Brent, many consider Trae Young the first product of the Steph Curry generation. He grew up in the age of the three-point shot.
I think that's pretty fair. He said he recorded all of Steph Curry's games. He studied them and tried to see where Steph was gaining some advantage, and that balance of his shooting and his playmaking, then moving without the ball. You can see all of those sort of attributes that are coming out of Trae Young, courtesy of Steph Curry.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Gasol comes in for OG Anunoby, and it's Powell in for Fred VanVleet. Most every team now, Brent, looking to run when they can run. Who's the most lethal big man in transition? Who can get baseline to baseline in a hurry and make a difference at the other end?
Don't think I've seen any player do the type of things at his size and with his stride than Giannis. I just think there were eye-popping plays that people could not wrap their head around what it is he could do. Taking 2 steps from half court, lengthening out his right arm to finish at the rim, grabbing offensive rebounds from the block, not taking any steps and dunking it over the top and getting to the free throw line. Giannis running in transition as a big is a problem for the defense.
And all that on the offense, but on his defensive side, he was always doing the same kind of things defensively. Blocking shots, blocking out, whatever the case may be.
Yep, causing, just the simple fact of being a deterrent, Kevin, to people coming into the lane and using that length. Giannis Antetokounmpo is something special in that regard as
both
a big.
ends of the floor. I totally agree. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Oh, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment, good report, thank you so much. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Teague, the pass to Fernando. Here's Reddish. And it's off from three-point range. Siakam kicks to Powell. Inside, here's Davis. A beautiful reverse layup. Davis has got 5 points in the quarter.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Passes it to Teague. 1:41 left to play here in the third. And the wide open shot from Reddish connects from three-point range. Reddish has got 5 points so far.
Well, Teague has his binoculars on, able to find his man for that open look.
Siakam with it. 8 points for him. Six on the shot clock. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Here's Reddish. Here's Fernando. Dedmon finds Teague. Second shot opportunity. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
2 on none. No one back to stop this. Pass to Reddish. Here's Fernando. A three-pointer, no good. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Reddish. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Gasol's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
His touch has left him in this quarter nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Toronto shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
That one drops. He ties it up.
Well, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Lowry against T. Now, here's Reddish. Three-pointer. Misses there. That's the end of the 3rd, and it's all tied up. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter of action when we return. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. They've got Lowry. He's out there with Fred VanVleet. Baca is out there with Anunoby. And it's Boucher in at the power forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Now here's VanVleet. He's guarded closely, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
John Collins, he's checked in for Atlanta. Kevin Huerter comes in for Reddish. And here's Young. And the pass to Hunter. Pass to Huerter. Shoots over VanVleet. Shot clock reset for the Hawks. From outside, off the mark.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Passes to Lowry. To take the lead. VanVleet with the bucket. VanVleet's got the lead up to 3 now for the Raptors.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
And finished off by Collins.
Shooters tend to be hungry, but this time Huerter finds an open teammate.
Lowry passes to Anunoby. Lowry looking around. Pulls from the top of the key. Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got 6 rebounds now in the game. 2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. Young finds Collins. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Hunter, the pass to Collins. Capella trying to free himself up. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Back to Ibaka. It's stolen by Capella. Here's Hunter. Yep, it counts. And now a 3-point Atlanta lead.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Over to the left wing. Here's Boucher. And again, Toronto no up. Hawks have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Collins, and he banks in the layup.
Collins not the first option, but wow, stepping up.
And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. VanVleet kicks to Anunoby. And Lowry gets double-teamed. Pass to Ibaka. Anunoby in the corner. To the left side wing. To end the run. They get the rebound.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
The Raptors making a switch here. Siakam's checked in. The Hawks leading by 5. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control.
Here's Herder. And finished off by Collins.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. Hawks have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Now the pass to Capella. 1:07 left in the fourth quarter. Back to Young. Pass to Herder. 5 to shoot. Lets it go. Atlanta gets it back.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Here's Lowry. Good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Atlanta.
It's Young on the wing over Lowry. Young's shot is up. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Here's Siakam. Misses from short range.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Right wing. Back to Young. In the corner, it's Hunter. Here's the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. And the Hawks lead by 8.
So unselfish there. Young doing a good job of finding the open man.
And Ibaka slams it in.
And this is where Ibaka's steely demeanor serves him well. No hesitation under pressure.
Capella, the pass to Hunter. And so it's Atlanta with the W. A narrow win under difficult circumstances.
upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Now, Mike, with all this new technology, what does that mean for gameplay in NBA 2K21 for the next generation?
Yeah, and that's, whenever we have a new console year, that's something that always excites us as developers because we're always able to look and kind of dream bigger. And for us, it just meant, faster processing. It meant more memory. It just...
Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Cantor.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. And it's Young in at the point guard. And for Boston, Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the center, locking down the middle. And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. And here's Collins from outside. It's rebounded by Tice. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Celtics. Tatum's shot is off. Here's Herter. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York. Right side, Collins. And finished off by Collins.
An awesome decision maker in that pick and roll. Young taking whatever he sees in these sets.
Stolen by Collins. First quarter, just over a minute played. Young outside. Back to Collins. Makes it off the glass. Well, Chris, as we wind toward the end of the regular season, what do you notice as an analyst that you didn't notice when you were playing?
Wow, I think what I didn't notice when I was playing was just everything that goes on around the arena. Now I get to the games a couple of hours early. I get to interact with fans. I get to see game productions. The business of basketball, just how much everyone loves the game, from Adam Silver down to someone at the concession stands at the arena, how it really is a community and a family. Because when I was in Sacramento, I'm just playing for Sacramento. I didn't realize how many people in New York and Detroit and other places supported not only us in Sacramento, but their home teams, and just seeing how passionate everyone in the business of basketball, how passionate they are. And that's just something awesome to be a part of. A nice start for them offense. 3 of 4 to kick things off.
Brown dishes to Tatum. Back to Brown. Up and in from the low block.
Well, how about the quickness of that release? Brown just draining that catch-and-shoot jumper with ease.
Here's Herter. He's covered by Brown. The 9-foot shot. It's hauled in by Brown. The Celtics have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Tatum finds Hayward, and the shot goes in.
All that work Hayward's done in the weight room has paid off. He can make those tough finishes through contact now.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And Herter gets it to go.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
You can't leave guys open around Walker, I'll tell you that. He sees when the defense is overcommitted.
Collins against Tatum. Now, here's Collins. He's covered closely. Capella kicks to Collins. Beyond the arc. Capella, great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, Kevin, I love the high activity Capella brings. Someone that really brings it on the offensive glass.
And Walker's got the ball here for the Celtics. They trail by 3. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Here's the lob to the hoop. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
Well, to me, Clint Capella is a classic center. I mean, I love his hands. Great footwork. I mean, he takes what is given to him. He plays inside, protects the rim. And if you throw it up, he'll finish it with authority.
And with Capella, that finishing and rebounding are key to his game.
Yeah, and he's only going to keep getting better, Kevin, which is a scary prospect for every other center in the NBA.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. Robert Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. Marcus Smart's checked in for Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Capella. Carter comes in for Collins. Reddish, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And it's Teague in for Trae Young. Teague, the pass to Dedmon. Kicks to Reddish. Lets it go from the wing. The shot comes out. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Smart deciding where to go with it. Williams inside the line. That one a little long.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Cantor against Teague. To the paint. Here's Dedmon. It's blocked. Out of bounds. Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. 8 seconds left here in the first quarter. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Reddish, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've been playing some firm.
I'm married to this guy. That's who I lay my life.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Celtics. They've got Smart. Jason Tatum is out there with Williams. Then it's Williams. And it's Wanamaker in at the point guard position.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Smart with the ball. And it's Carter picking him up. And stolen by Dedmon. Pass to Bembry. Back to Carter. Fires the three. Knocks down the three ball. Carter's got the lead up to 14 now for Atlanta.
Maybe he's not a priority for the D, but come on, man. You gotta have somebody keeping track of it.
A nice shot by Tatum.
And gets hit on the drive. Excellent body control. Tatum's a well-coordinated athlete.
Teague with the ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Reddish the pass to Dedmon. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Williams leading the charge. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And now a look at Boston's upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards. And then on Sunday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Brown is checked in for Tatum, and it's Carter missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. You're not going to miss many of those.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
And the turnover again by Atlanta. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played. And some changes here for the Celtics. Daniel Tice is checked in for Williams. And Gordon Hayward is subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. And then for Atlanta, Collins checked in for Carter. And Trae Young subbed in for Teague. Stolen by Collins. Here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Oh, he delivers that with force.
I
I cannot believe that.
You know what, Kevin? You can't teach that. Brown just showing off his incredible dunking ability.
Young left side. It's blocked. Tice kicks to Hayward. The kick out to Brown. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. 6 points for Jaylen Brown. Chris, when you look around the league, who do you feel is the most universally liked player in the league?
That's a good one because there's so many players with great stories. How about Derrick Rose? Fighting all those injuries, coming back, having a 50-point game, becoming a leader again there in Minnesota. The youngest MVP ever, watching his ups and downs. Luka Doncic. How about that guy? That's just from excitement of play. The fact that he's just infused this Dallas team with energy and fun. It's so much fun watching him. And then you got to go with the elder statesman. In other words, we call him the old head where I'm from. And that's Vince Carter. If you don't love Vince Carter, something's wrong with you because he's the line in the sand from Dr. J, Dominique, Jordan, and those dunkers to anything that's happening today. Vince Carter, he's the man.
Young passes to Bembry. Back to Young. We've got 1:18 left here in the second. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Fernando. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Young's shot is off. Celtics trail by 12. Here's Hayward. Rebound by the Hawks. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Reddish's shot is good.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
Yeah, he's just not giving the ball up. He's passing with a purpose, and it's leading to scores.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Young in the corner. Good. Young's got the lead up to 14 now for the Hawks.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
On the wing, Brown. 6 points for him. Count it. Brown's got 6 in the quarter.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
Here's Fernando. Defended by Tice. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Celtics with possession here. There's Brown with the 3, and no good on the last second attempt this time.
And right there, Young may never have the physical tools to...
And so it's Atlanta up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They are leading by 12. And Shaq, what'd you see from Atlanta? That's all for now. Say goodbye.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Jaylen Brown, what a contribution.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Checking out the group for Lloyd Pierce to start the second half. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Dedmon at the 5 spot. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Here's Young. Outside Collins. Pass to Herter. He kicks to Hunter. 6 to shoot. There's the pass to Herter. from outside the arc. And Tatum pulls it down. And so it's Hayward with it. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. A 12-point game. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. The dish to Walker. At the top of the key, Tice. The 19-foot shot. He can't get it to go. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Fires for three. And the three ball is good. Herter's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Hawks. Walker dishes to Hayward. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
Right back at you. You knew Hayward didn't like being scored on. He hits a three of his own.
You talk about players that have transformed their bodies in the NBA. How about Gordon Hayward? Has added muscle every year while maintaining that speed and agility.
Young. And he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got 9.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Here's Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
And going right to the rim. Love the attack mindset and the ability to finish strong.
You know, Greg, when he came into the league, Hayward looked so young. You almost don't recognize him now.
I mean, the suit of armor from his time in the weight room and the hair looking sharp to match.
Brown feeling out a bit. Pass to Tice. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces in his passing.
Young against Walker. Shoots. Young's shot is off.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Hayward passes to Walker. Nice ball movement by Boston. Tatum with it. He's picked up by Collins. Here's Tice. Brown outside. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And the determination of Brown is phenomenal. No one is going to stop these shots from going down.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Tatum. Marcus Smart's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. Then for the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedman. Carter comes in for John Collins. And it's Teague in for Trae Young. Here's Carter. That one off the back iron and out. Celtics trail by 7. The kick out to Brown. We've got 1:18 left in the third quarter of the game. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Outside Teague. Kicks to Hunter. Carter outside. Hunter with it. Brown's there. Hunter no good. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Smart passes to Williams. And Wanamaker has it in the corner to the middle. Here's Cantor. The shot's good. And now just a 3-point Atlanta lead.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
Well, I mean, anyone can tell they've ramped up the intensity. I mean, they're more assertive, and especially at the offensive end.
Here's Wanamaker. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
That's how you mount a comeback. They're not all the way back, but they're getting close.
3/4 of... And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Smart and Brown outside on the wings. Williams is out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Wanamaker in at the point. That's the Boston 5. Back to Brown. Passes it to Wanamaker. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Now Reddish. Inside. Here's Fernando. The kick out to T. Misses the three.
Oh, they get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
Now here's Smart. Tight defense on him. And Kanter throws it down.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Yeah, Greg, there's no panic in them. I mean, staring at a big deficit, they still kept their poise and went to work.
Here's Capella. Count that one.
Comes as no surprise that Capella makes that kind of tough finish. He's got a lot of strength and a lot of determination.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Kanter dishes to Smart. The kick out to Williams. Back to Smart. That's good from Williams, the assist from Smart. Williams has got his first points of the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Reddish. Banked in off the glass.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
Williams scanning the floor. Pass to Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. There's the triple. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. The pass to Carter. And Vince Carter with the slam.
And that's what Carter does best, knifing his way inside so he can finish with the easy slam.
And here's Brown. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
A gigantic bucket. Brown stepping into the spotlight when it matters most.
Reddish kicks the tee. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Fernando, that's good.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
Here's Kanter. And the layup's good off the glass. Kanter's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Pass to Capella. Carter down low. He's guarded by Williams. The shot's good from Carter. Carter's got the game tied up here for the Hawks. Wanamaker the pass to Brown. Hits the three-point bomb.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
This is a Reddish. Down low. Here's Fernando. Count the basket.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen. Defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
On the wing, Brown. The three. Rebounded by the Hawks. Carter kicks the tee to the paint. Here's Capella. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They lead by 1. Cantor's shot is off. Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're down by 1. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Jaylen Brown.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Daniel Tice is checked in for Cantor. Tatum comes in for Williams. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Smart. And Walker subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Alden.
I was able to listen in on Lloyd Pierce talking with his team. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
It seems to improve his shot blocking every year. I mean, Capella is outstanding at using his lip to swat away shots.
And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
Got it up in time. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin,
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Upper and lower body fluid. And goaltend. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending.
Table with next gen.
Obviously, the 2K community wants to know more about 2K21, so we wanted to invite one member of the 2K community on the show today.
Welcome, Agent 00 to 2K TV. Agent, what has been up lately?
I've just been focusing on content, to be honest with you. That's really been it. That's been my life. Every moment from when I wake up to when I go to sleep, I'm just working on some.
On the floor. At center. At center.
High and well. And here's a look at the numbers for Powell.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Tatum out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at the 1. And for the Raptors, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slot. And Van Vliet out there with Lowry. And it's Ibaka in at the 5.
And the move back to his more natural 5 position has rejuvenated Serge Ibaka. More room to operate offensively, and defensively he can stay in the paint where he's effective.
And Ibaka's shooting ability, Doris, had enabled him to play some power forward, but his mobility was being tested.
Correct, because at Ibaka's size, it's tough to ask him to chase smaller guys around the perimeter. He is much better suited playing inside and protecting the rim. I think you saw that last season.
Now here's Walker. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. Shot clock at 5. Tatum passes to Tice. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
Yeah, and they won that matchup last time, and it wasn't even close, guys.
Yeah, I thought that had to do with getting the starters in foul trouble and then taking advantage of the substitutes, and that led to a huge disparity on the scoreboard.
And so Ibaka will bring it up for Toronto. To the inside, and stolen by Tatum. Hayward passes to Tatum. Over to the wing. Walker surveying the floor. The pass to Tice. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, a bit reckless right there. That's his second foul, and he can't afford to pick up a third.
Marcus Smart's checked in for Tatum. Here is Ibaka. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Utah. Whereas the playoff seedings still jumbled a bit up in the air, just how important you think it is to get home court advantage in the NBA playoffs in this era.
Historically speaking, Kevin, as you know, home court advantage is absolutely monumental, and it doesn't matter the round of the playoffs. Could be a conference semifinal or an NBA final. If you come down to a Game 7, that home court advantage can be the difference between winning and losing. You want as much in your favor, Kevin, as you know, going into the postseason.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Walker on the follow.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now, here's Lowry. He picked up 21 points in their last win against the Utah Jazz.
And he was aggressive in how he played on the defensive side of the floor, notching 3 steals on the game.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Tice kicks to Walker. Pass to Smart. Back to Walker. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Walker's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, I absolutely love that pass from Marcus Smart. Almost like a sixth sense relative to where his teammate was.
And again, Toronto no up.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Lays it up off the glass.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
And Greg, one of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
And it's Walker penetrating, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
Boy, still a dependable shot blocker. That is what got Serge Ibaka playing time at the beginning of his career. Nice.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. A new group in now for the Raptors. Marcus All's checked in for Ibaka. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Now he's checked in for Fred VanVleet. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And then for Boston, Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. And Toronto making a change here. Boucher is checked in. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
To me, this is Jaylen Brown at his best, right? A superb player who gets to the rim in no time.
That free throw good from Brown. He's off on the second. Raptors trail by 6. Here's Powell. That one's not going to go. Good work defensively by Smart. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
All right, a moment here to check out stats for Marcus Smart. Some good contributions, really, since the All-Star break. Averaging 17 points per game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Now here's Gasol. Boucher's shot is off. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Brown outside. Toronto grabs the miss. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And we've seen them play better games than that one, but still, they were able to get the win.
You know, inconsistency, maybe a bit of lack of concentration hurt them a bit, but they made just enough plays when it counted, and a W is a W.
Again, the miss by the Celtics.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Checking in for the Celtics.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Shot clock at 6. From 12 feet out. Williams can't get it to go. Here's Powell.
Well, Marcus Smart matching his man every step of the way. This is just another example of remarkable defense from a guy who's known for it.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Boston on top. They're up.
It's fun. You see more fans understand.
And great to see so many different cultures and countries embrace the game.
Yes, and with players like Gasol having so much success, I think it helps give those Latino and Spanish-speaking fans a connection to the NBA.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. They've got Marcus Smart. Enes Kanter is out there with Williams. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Wanamaker in at the point. Gasol's shot is good.
Marc Gasol in the catch-and-shoot game? Okay, we see you, Mark.
Smart against Powell. Pass to Kanter. Gasol with the defensive effort.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency, but players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. Some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player...
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
I'll tell you have to appreciate the confidence of Marcus Smart. At point-blank range, he is an efficient scorer.
Lowry passes to Boucher. Back to Lowry. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Robert Williams. That is his first foul of the game. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Anunoby. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Boucher kicks to Van Vliet. Good on the triple.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Walker with it. Now guarded by Siakam. Here's Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
You know, something that Williams does so well, as soon as he has inside position, he just goes for the finish.
Boucher passes to Siakam. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
To the middle, here's Williams. And no good. Good D by Siakam.
Boy, you look at all the athletes on this team. How about Pascal Siakam? This guy may be the fastest power forward in the NBA. And if you couple that with ball handling, this guy is tremendous in transition.
Down low. Here's Williams. The kick out to Walker. Back to Williams. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Siakam has it in the corner. Passes it to Boucher. Back to Siakam. Here's Boucher. Just 5 to shoot. To the paint. Siakam misses. And the speed and quickness of Siakam, not just an asset in transition. Doris defensively, he is something special.
There is no doubt at 6'9", but he's got a 7'3" wingspan. Siakam's combination of length and mobility, tailor-made for the modern NBA.
From 15 feet away, and Tatum pulls it down.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Walker against Lowry. Here's Williams. The shot that time, not on target. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Smart, wide open, he fires. Boston, no good that time either. Fast break, Toronto. Ahead. Lowry's shot is good. Lowry's got the lead up to 2 now for the Raptors.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And a close game.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. They only had a couple rough stretches as the first period. And that should do it with the...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Celtics trail by 4. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet, and it's Anunoby in at the small forward. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. And here's Tice. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Walker's shot is off.
Terrific closeout there to challenge the 3.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
Hayward kicks to Walker. Tice again. Tice. And that'll be 2 free throws. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called. in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The kick out to Tatum. Shoots the three. Boston again missing.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent. Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
Good ball movement here by the Raptors. On deep. Rebound, Kemba Walker.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
That one good for 2. Brown's got 4 points in the quarter.
Guys, how about the journey of the Raptors' Nick Nurse? So well traveled before taking the head job in Toronto. This guy has shown his worth. In his first season as a head coach in the NBA, it translates to a title. Absolutely incredible.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Now here's Van Vliet. Guarded closely. The pass to Lowry. Back to Van Vliet. Here's Anunoby. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Rebound, Gordon Hayward. And Coach Nick Nurse paid some dues, Doris, before his turn as head coach of this Toronto team.
Well, think about it. Early in his career, he's a player coach in the British Basketball League. Then he goes and establishes a G League franchise in his home state of Iowa. Then to lead that team to a title in 2011, join another G League team for the Raptors and win a title in 2013. Really an incredible journey, guys.
No good from outside. Raptors have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Inside, puts it up from 12. Here's Anunoby. Back to Van Vliet. Over Hayward. They grab their own miss. Celtics on offense. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Tatum drives in. The kick out to Brown. Back to Hayward. No good on that one. Ibaka with some nice D. Here's Anunoby. He's covered by Brown. Siakam, good.
Well, Siakam pushing right through the contact. Go ahead, young sir.
Brown feeling it out a bit. And he lays it straight in. Brown's got 14.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Pass to Van Vliet and taken away by Brown. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Hayward's running. Walker's shot is off.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I think quickness has probably never been more important in the NBA, but you cannot overlook the value of strength. Think about a guy like Kyle Lowry. He's not the biggest, he's not the most explosive, but he's got strength and he's got that bulldog mentality.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Marc Gasol is checked in for Ibaka. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Pascal Siakam. Powell, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. Davis is subbed in for Fred Van Vliet.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And Lowry has it in the corner. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. He's got 8.
Oh, my goodness. Almost no space to get that jumper off. But Lowry, he doesn't need a ton of space.
It's Smart with the drive. And that one, good. And the Celtics lead by 1. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid. Watch this one. It's going to nail it.
Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for the Boston Celtics. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And
now as we add stops and add...
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court right now for the Celtics. Smart and Brown outside on the wings. Williams is out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Wanamaker in at the 1 spot. Davis, the pass to Pop. Clock at 6. Here's Hollis Jefferson. He's covered by Brown. The Raptors need to get a shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And so Wanamaker will bring it up for Boston. They lead by 1. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And Kanter throws it down.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
And it's Brown missing.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Wanamaker the pass to Williams. And Gasol sends it back.
What defensive instincts, what timing by Marc Gasol. Nice block.
Here's Lowry. Count it. And it's a 3-point Raptor lead.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
On the wing, Williams. Back to Smart. Pass to Wanamaker. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And the first one drops. The Raptors making a switch here. Siakam's checked in. Then for the Celtics, Daniel Tice is checked in for Enes Kanter. Jason Tatum comes in for Williams. And Gordon Haywards is subbed in for Smart. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Boston making a switch here. Walker's checked in.
As he enters his mid-30s, Marc Gasol showing no signs of slowing down. If anything, I think he's a better all-around basketball player.
Anunoby, he's checked in for Norman Powell. Now Walker passes to Brown. Just 5 on the clock. There's the pass to Tice. The 3 from Tatum. It's hauled in by the Raptors. And through his first 8 seasons in the NBA, Marc Gasol made a total of 12 3-pointers. Nowadays, Greg, he'll make more than that in a month.
And you ask around, he's always been capable. A great shooting touch. It's just a different job description for big men nowadays.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Toronto. Anunoby kicks to Gasol. Tatum against Siakam. Outside Lowry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to VanVleet. Siakam left side. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Celtics trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Gasol. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Raptors lead by 4.
Well, Marc Gasol has done this a time or two, and that's a big-time delivery.
To the left wing. Walker in the post. Now recovering. Left side, Brown. Tatum kicks to Hayward. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Gasol's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Siakam at basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Not only is Pascal Siakam elevating his offensive game, he's elevating his efficiency. He is working right now.
And the basket is good.
Oh, Kevin, Jaylen Brown with the big shot, proving hard work pays off.
Gasol deciding where to go with it. Pass to Siakam. Back to Gasol. Hangs in the air. Siakam misses.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
To the inside. Gasol with the steal. Pushing it up. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. The Raptors making a switch here. Ibaka's checked in. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. 34 seconds left in the 4th. A shot by Lowry, no good.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
Well, Greg, you've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
Brown gets to Walker. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Shots good by Ibaka.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's for David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks, for Greg.
unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Absolutely.
So you're representing the 2K community right now. If there's anything you could ask Mike, what would it be?
It's all gonna be things he can't say. Like, when's it dropping? Like I need to know everything, man. Like, hey, Mike, just want you to know you are appreciated. I know the devs don't hear that all the time, but I know you be working day in and day out.
Appreciate it, Agent. What kind of questions are you asking specifically?
Like, yo, when's the game release? Is it gonna
The Raptors with a singular focus as they got off the team bus, looking to lock down a valuable win on the road. We've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Capella.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Right, Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the 5 spot. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the back, and it's Capella in at the 5 down low.
One of the league's best-kept secrets, Pascal Siakam out of Cameroon, discovered as a raw teenager at Basketball Without Borders back in 2012.
Another shot, and Ibaka with the lay-in. Ibaka's got his second basket of the night.
When shots go up, one thing about Ibaka, he gets to the right place at the right time.
To the wing on the left. Capella against Ibaka. In the corner, Herter with it. Stolen by Van Vliet. Here's Anunoby. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
And you can't afford to lose Anunoby in transition. As soon as he has a step on you, it's over.
Smitty, you're talking about Siakam. The Raptors president is from Nigeria and very active in the Basketball Without Borders program.
You're totally right. A prospect like Siakam was on his radar. The late first-round pick in 2016 was more than rewarding where he ended up at.
Here's Hunter, pocket 4. Siakam pulls it in. Toronto, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. The drive by Lowry. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
And here's Young from the arc. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Herter passes to Young. Shoots it. And Herter gets it to go.
Few people see the floor as well as Trey. If you're open, he'll find you.
Van Vliet kicks to Lowry. Anunoby passes to Siakam. Dishes to Ibaka. Pass to Lowry. To the middle. Siakam, good.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's Herter. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
You know, Smitty, NBA referees, officials now have a presence on social media that's aiming at educating fans on calls and why they're made.
Yes, and I love it, Kevin. If you have these demos and talk about plays and games and situations that you're educating fans, it's just that fans look at it when these referees, who are human, miss calls, and then they want to re-show these plays that they missed. We still got to understand they're human and they're going to miss some calls.
Well said, Steve.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Siakam finds Van Vliet. Siakam, the bounce pass. Stolen by Collins. Fast break, the Hawks. Young, right side. Back to Herter. Young outside to the right side. Over Lowry. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And let's take a look here at John Collins. In the second half of this season, he's been nothing short of spectacular. 5th in three-point shooting, 6th in field goal percentage, and he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And yeah, he's one of the dead-eye sharpshooters in the game for sure. A top 5 percentage guy from deep. Just a hard man to slow down. Davis, and he hits the jumper for 2.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pulling up off the bounce, just another tool Young uses to create separation.
Gasol on the high post. Pass to Pop. Raptors moving the ball around, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. So for the Hawks, Carter, he's checked in for Collins. DeAndre Bembry comes in for Hunter, and it's Teague in for Trae Young. Then for the Raptors, Boucher is checked in. Hollis Jefferson subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Yep, that one goes in there.
And there you see the speed of Teague. Always keeps defenders backpedaling.
The pass to Powell. Down low. Here's Boucher. Hollis Jefferson, good.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And so it's Toronto heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Right back after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified the right matchups, and the execution is there.
Teague out there with Bembry. Then it's Reddish. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Carter in at the 4-man position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Here's Reddish. The offensive rebound. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
A terrific athlete. Dedmon went undrafted a few years back, but now he's starting to grasp the mental side of the game.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Collins checked in for Reddish. Kevin Huerter comes in for DeAndre Bembry. And Trae Young subbed in for Jeff Teague.
That's what Trae Young does best defensively. He has quick hands for the steal, and he ignites the break.
The Hawks trail by 3.
Amazing story for Dwayne Dedmon. Didn't play organized basketball until he was 18, undrafted out of USC, but his talent has won out.
Here's Boucher, defended by Young. It's Powell on the wing. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. It's Vince Carter on the wing. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And he may have picked up the game late, but Dedmon is making up for lost time.
What I like, he's improved his hands and decision-making. Even added a 3-point shot the last couple of years. You can tell he's putting the work in.
You know, Steve, so much goes into being an effective bench player. What do you like to see in a team's 6th man?
What I love, Kevin, is a guy that can come off as a 6th man is he doesn't disrupt what's going on with the starters. Also, he's ready. And most of those guys that wins that award, they don't need time to adjust to the game. They come in and make an immediate impact.
Passes it to Powell. Here's Boucher. Back to Powell. Young with the steal. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Raptors have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Gasol shooting foul as the folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Davis kicks to Van Vliet. Back to Davis. Pass to Ibaka. And there's the call on Kevin Huerter. That's his first foul. Ibaka finds Gasol. Davis, the pass to Gasol. No good that time. Good work defensively by Capella. Pass to Fernando. Stolen by Van Vliet. Now the pass to Hollis Jefferson. And finished off by Gasol.
When you're 7-1, that rim's not far out of reach.
To the paint. Here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And Gasol with the dunk.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
And here they come. Here's Fernando. It's blocked. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Young. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
With that tight handle, Trae Young can get anywhere on the court he wants to go.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Pass to Huerter. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Young against Davis. Pass to Gasol. To stop the run. That shot off. And Atlanta will come the other way. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played. The shot's good from Carter.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, he's smart. He's steady. Marc Gasol, he just knows where to position himself to make that play.
Young from outside. Another three for Atlanta.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And so it's the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA. It was a shaky first quarter for Atlanta. They struggled to find an offensive rhythm or come up with enough stops and sunk into a 7. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Ari out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 slot. Ibaka and the rejection by Collins. It's Young on the wing. Now recovering. Took him no time at all on that one. Young's got the lead up to 12 now for the Hawks. And it wasn't until midway through John Cowan's second season at Wake Forest that he really jumps onto the NBA scouts radar.
You're right. A 19-year-old sophomore. What he did, he led the nation in player efficiency rating. The production undeniable then and now.
Here's Anunoby. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game.
When you have someone with Ibaka's size and coordination, it's a crime not to get him some looks inside.
Young, right side. Bangs home the trifecta. Young's got 5 points now this quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Ibaka down low from 10 feet out. It's good. And the Hawks lead has got down to 11 on the bucket from Siakam.
He is so versatile on the offensive end. Siakam's become reliable in catch and shoot, and that just makes him all the more valuable.
And Ibaka kicks to Lowry. Buries it from three-point range. Lowry's got it back down to single digits for Toronto.
I don't think the defense had any idea what they were doing there. Clear miscommunication leading to an easy basket for the offense.
Shoots from 12. Anunoby, no good. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. To the middle. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Aggressive move by Collins, but what else is new? This team feeds off his energy.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Clint Capella. Reddish comes in for Hunter. Andre Bembry's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And it's Teague in for Young. Then for the Raptors, Boucher is checked in. And Norman Powell subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. That's going to send Kyle Lowry to the line. That one on Collins. For Toronto, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Coaches talk about young players needing to experience the playoffs to understand that level. Smitty, why is that so hard to simulate without going through it?
Kevin, reasons why is in the playoffs, everything is taken to another level. Also, you're seeing this team night in and night out. They know your plays. You know their plays. It comes down to just execution, and you can't have careless turnovers or those brain freezes you have in the regular season.
Pass to Bembry. He kicks it to Reddish. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Just 4 to shoot. Teague can't hit.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Powell, the pass to Lowry. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now just a 5-point Hawks lead.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently. And looking now at the number.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that ball.
And Raptors president of basketball operations, Masai Ujiri, not just doing an amazing job in Toronto, he's also had a huge role in the growing of the game in Africa.
Growing up in Nigeria, he fell in love with the game of basketball, and he has worked his way up. Now he's given a hand back, building pathways for others to follow in his footsteps, bringing the development and leadership to the continent.
Gasol finds Lowry. Over Reddish. Again, the miss by Lowry. The Hawks leading by 7. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. And Reddish, the bucket on the assist by Teague. Reddish has got his first bucket of the night.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Siakam with it, picked up by Teague. Lowry from outside. Lowry can't get that one to fall. The Hawks have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Reddish dishes to Dedmon. Teague against Lowry. From 13, shots good by Dedmon. And it's an 11-point Atlanta lead.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Here's Boucher. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Hawks lead by 9. We'll be back shortly. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. It's Reddish and Hunter teaming up at the forward spots. Bembry out there with Teague, and it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Inside, here's Hunter, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Davis, the pass to Gasol. To the inside, outside for Davis. Left side, Gasol. And Lowry has it in the corner. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Atlanta making some changes. John Collins, he's checked in for Reddish. Kevin Huerter comes in for DeAndre Bembry. Young is subbed in for Jeff Teague. The Raptors also with a sub. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Marc Gasol. Count that one. And that's 13 points for Kyle Lowry.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
This kid knows when to shoot, when to drive, and when to kick. Trae Young has been out of this world tonight.
Deflects the pass. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. And he makes that one.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
High post to Ibaka. Capella's there.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
That one goes. Count it. Hunter's got the lead up to 13 now for the Hawks.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
And Collins now top the key. Kicks it to Capella. Hawks passing it around. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Here's Davis. Rejected by Young.
You might ask, how is Trae Young blocking shots? The awareness and the activity level. That's how.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
Siakam passes to Ibaka. And in recent seasons, we've seen Serge Ibaka involved in some extracurriculars. He can get a little chippy out there.
Yes, indeed. Last season, he had a 3-game suspension. Penalties can escalate for repeat offenders, something he's got to be aware of.
Some changes for Toronto. Anunoby, he's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Davis. Young outside, and the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul. Well, Smitty, the league's unveiled a new way for fans to watch. 99 cents. You get a 10-minute viewing pass for every out-of-market game. That's something.
I love it, Kevin, because I think a lot of times with social media, people are start talking about a game, and you can jump right in and get a chance to catch the most important part of the game.
And making it so affordable.
Yes, indeed. 99 cents. That sounds good to me.
Here's Capella.
What do you love about Serge on this end? Has the lateral quickness and hops to really challenge shooters.
Down low, Lowry. Good defensive work there by Young. The Hawks leading by 14. They double him with Siakam. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Smitty, the NBA now permitting teams to sell international sponsorships. I mean, the league just continues to grow globally.
They have done a fantastic job. Teams can now enhance their visibility with this deal, and their internet makes this all possible when you get a chance to watch these teams all over the world.
That's a good point. Ibaka, the pass to Siakam. And that one, good.
Oh, great concentration from Siakam. Takes the hit, yet his eyes never leave the rim.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. .114 left in the fourth quarter. Lowry against Young. 16 feet away. Siakam misses. Hawks have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Atlanta.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Trae Young.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
And there's the pass to Bembry. 5 to shoot. Now Jones lets it go with a 3. The Hawks again can't hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Boucher kicks to Thomas. Fires the 3. Good on the three-point shot. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Teague. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to